well. And Andy Hertzfeld is still here, the man who worked on the early days of the Mac revolution and is now a software wizard at Easel.
That's right.
Tell me about Easel. How did that get started?
Well, we in early 1998 we discovered free software, and we were pretty frustrated about the computer industry not serving the needs of the ordinary users over the last decade or so, because the users don't have freedom of choice. And free software gives the promise to put the user back at the center of the industry.
So you're a fan of open source, then?
That's right.
Interesting. Would you, if you could go back 20 years, would you have done what you did open source?
Well, the open source movement didn't exist really 20 years ago, except in very nascent stages. Richard Stallman,
he was
the
there.
hero of the
he was hacking away.
Well, really, he started the GNU project in 1983.
Oh, interesting.
So 17 or 18 years
wasn't
ago.
Quite there yet. When you say we, who's we? Who's working with
well, the two other co-founders of Easel, one's myself, one's Bart DeCram, and one's Mike Boych.
Now, Mike Boych, of course, goes back to the...
Yeah, Mike Boych was the guy who coined the term evangelist. He was the very first evangelist in the computer industry.
Oh, that's great. So you got together with these guys and got interested in open source, which I guess leads you to Linux.
Well, actually, I got interested in open source about 2 years before Easel started.
Oh, okay.
And then I just began my odyssey exploring it. And after exploring it, we saw that it was up to snuff in almost every dimension. It was more robust. Of course, the free price is terrific for users. But the one aspect where it was lacking was usability. It was kind of made by technical people for technical people, and it just wasn't easy enough to use for a mainstream audience.
It's interesting you say that, because it was in the same state, really, that the computing world was before Mac.
That's right.
Where it was aimed at a technical user, and that's what Mac did, is it made it accessible for the rest of us. So is that the goal of Easel?
Sure. So once I realized how good free software would be for people, and that what it was lacking was exactly what I've devoted my career to improving, I sort of took that as a call to action.
So Easel's the company. The program's called Nautilus. We've got it running now, and I got to apologize because we messed up the aspect ratio of a screen. This would normally be square, and so it looks a little elongated. But you'll get an idea of what it can do. And you know what? It just means go to the website, because you can download this and try it. What state are you in right now? You're still beta?
We're about 1 week from our 1.0 version.
Oh, really?
But what I should mention is Nautilus is a key part of the GNOME environment.
So you're running the GNOME desktop.
That's right. We draw the GNOME desktop. Nautilus is the program that will draw it with GNOME 1.4, which will be coming out in April.
So the new GNOME is relying on Nautilus.
That's correct.
Very interesting. Okay. Now, so Nautilus is not a window manager. Or is it? What is it?
Well, it's a little confusing. Nautilus, I call it a graphical shell. You can think of it as a file manager on steroids.
Show us a little bit. Do a little Mike Boych evangelism here for us.
Okay. Well, for one thing...
Can you get a shot of it, Greg? I want to make sure Greg can see it, because we want... Well, go ahead.
Okay. How big should the icons be in a file manager? Nautilus supports zooming, so you can step back and see thousands of things at once. But as you get closer, you see more detail.
It's a little thing, but that makes a big difference.
Oh yeah.
And not only do you see more detail, but you see
you see the contents of the files. One of our themes is to let the content of the file shine through the icons. So we use images to represent themselves. Notice text files have the actual text in them.
The text is right there.
Yeah, and icons. Every icon is individually resizable, so I can just say stretch icon here, and if this document is particularly important to me, I can make it really large.
Oh, Andy,
and so
that's
you can
beautiful.
read it just in the icons.
That by itself, that is beautiful.
Sure, and then when you activate a file on a traditional, I just clicked on that file, and in a traditional system it would bring up a separate program to view the contents of files. But Nautilus is based on a component model, so we can embed views. Notice that you're looking at the text file right inside of Nautilus. So you don't have to suffer through the complexity of the context switch of different applications.
Now what you're missing in Linux is you don't have the component object model that you have in something like Windows.
Well, we do actually. One of the reasons we selected the GNOME platform to work on is it's got a terrific component framework, every bit as good as Microsoft COM.
That's great. Now, is the ultimate plan to make this be a consumer interface so that consumers can use this as a desktop operating system?
Yes, sure, but we also want to make it great for the technical people and the hackers. And for that reason, we put a framework in Nautilus that you can see with this menu here. It's got user levels, so it will optimize itself for a beginning user, an intermediate user, or an advanced user.
Keep your hands out of the shot. So I really want everybody to see how great this looks. So you just go to the menu and you choose it.
That's right. And the interface will simplify itself if you're a beginner, or give you access to the more complex features as you learn more.
One of the neat things about Linux desktops is they're very customizable. You're going to be.
Oh yeah, I'll show you. We have great ways to customize the look. Everything is fully themable, so I can select a different theme here. This is the default theme, but I'll select this one called Crux Eggplant, and now all of the icons change. We're the first program, I think, to take the theming down into the icons. Not only that, you can individually customize every place. I'll show you how that works. We have a little browser here where you can browse for content. So when I bring that up, there's all these different patterns. I can just drag and drop a pattern.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Or drag and drop, say, this one here.
Andy, you're giving this away, though, right?
That's correct.
Well, how are you going to make any money, Andy?
Well, what we're going to do is offer automated services that also help make the computer easy to use.
So there's a business model.
Oh, absolutely. We'd be irresponsible to take money from investors unless we thought we can flourish. And so what we're going to do is everyone is so frustrated at just keeping your computer operating. And when you install new software, making sure that software is compatible with the software already on it is a nightmare.
It's worse on Linux, but it's terrible on Windows too.
And the Internet gives us the raw capability to solve that for people finally after 20 or so years.
Automatic customization, updates, fixes.
That's right.
And our system will continue to work all by itself.
Easel's offering a software catalog that's customized to the software that you already have on your machine, that you just do a one-click install, and we guarantee it'll work perfectly with the software already on the machine.
What's the best way to get 1.0? Should I get GNOME 1.4 when it comes out?
Yeah, probably for most users, it's worthwhile to wait for GNOME 1.4, which should be, well, that should be out by early April. Our 1.0 precedes GNOME 1.4, and then we left a month to integrate it well.
But now I can go to Easel's website and download 1.0 when it comes out later this week, or earlier beta versions now,
That's right. Or if you're a programmer, you can look at the source code. Just go to cvs.gnome.org, and you can see the changes that I make tomorrow, just right in the change.
What's the website? Easel.com?
Yeah, www.easel.com.
E-A-Z-E-L.
That's correct.
It makes it easy to use Linux. Andy, such a pleasure to have you on the show.
My pleasure.
We thank you for the work you've done, and it looks like the work you're doing now takes it to the next level.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
That's really wonderful. Andy Hertzfeld, co-founder and software wizard at Easel, and of course a Macintosh wizard. You want to find out more about Easel or try out Nautilus for yourself, be sure to check out their webpage, as I mentioned, at www.easel.com. And to find out more about the evolution of graphical user interfaces, check the article Andy wrote for us. Talks about past, present, and future at thescreensavers.com.